Kitchen talk, conversations that cook. Kitchen talk, conversations that cook. What you want to talk about? Kitchen talk, conversations that cook. Kitchen talk, Lisa, Lope, JT, and friends. Kitchen talk, conversations that cook. Kitchen talk, conversations that cook. What you want to talk about? Kitchen talk, conversations that cook. Kitchen talk, Lisa, Lope, JT, and friends.
Lisa, Lope, JT, and friends. Y'all ready to cook up some conversation? Come on.
Kitchen talk.
Let's talk.
Let's talk.
What's going on? Let's talk. How about that?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Oh my, we are here. Another Thursday night, 9 o'clock for Kitchen Talk.
There it is.
CTC.
Conversations that cook.
Yes, they do. And they really gonna cook today because we have a chef coming.
Yes,
Chef
I
Shac
saw
is
that.
joining us.
I wait to get Shac on the
I
line.
know. In our virtual kitchen. France, you're not in your kitchen tonight.
No, I'm in the work mode right now. I said I just had to stay right here. I mean,
I get it.
I'm in professor mode right now. I even took off my glasses for you, but I'm literally in professor mode right now. Like grading papers, checking emails, responding, and keeping up. I said no.
Checking all the excuses.
Right,
Mr. Moise.
Yeah,
my dog ate my homework. Can I redo it?
Yeah, all of that good stuff. So right now I'm just doing the best I can, as they say, right? The best I can.
Right.
But see, you're not teaching this semester, so
not this semester.
You good. You good
not
to go.
Necessarily.
You got your own set of problems. What do you say? More money, more problems, right? We all got our own problems.
And then you got to figure out which one was better.
Yeah, it don't matter. Wherever you go, there's something.
Oh my goodness. At least on Monday, once you put your grades in, you'll be done. My week is not over.
I'm trying to get it all done before Saturday.
Right. Okay, I'm texting Chef Shac and see if she okay.
I hope she cooking something for me.
Huh? What'd you say?
I hope she cooking or baking something up for me that I can have.
How we gonna get it? Because I would drive to her house. I would put my mask on and everything. Correct. Or whatever she got cooking in the kitchen, honestly. I definitely would.
Correct. Just stop off and bring it in.
Okay.
You know, that's another topic in terms of COVID and how people are dealing with that in terms of picking up food and dropping off food. Have you been using Uber Eats and all these other?
No, not really. So okay. There she is. So I used
like they're not here yet. We can't enter the studio. Hey,
do you need that other light on?
I need.
That's Chef K. What's up?
Hey, Chef K.
What's up?
It's so dark. It's so dark.
It's so dark. Like
we're trying.
Yeah, you got to put that. You got to put that lamp behind you, because you got the camera over higher, so the light there. We can see you now. It's good.
Yeah, if I stand in front of my little. If I stand in front of this.
Yeah, you need the little light, the lamp.
Yeah,
front or behind?
In front. We don't really need that much light behind us. That's the problem.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little
But we
bit.
have, you know, the overhead kitchen light.
I got one for you too. Just a little bit of sugar and spice make everything nice. What you think about that?
Yes. That's what little girls are made of.
That's right.
Man, I was just telling Lisa that whatever you cooking over there, just bring it over here.
Listen, I have a little something over here. Let's see if that makes a difference. Put it all the way. Probably have to put it all the way up to the top.
Yeah, I told friends I would put on a hazmat suit, whatever I need to do to come to your kitchen.
You okay?
Oh God.
Go to my room and get a little lamp on the right side of the bed. Bring it.
Boy, so what are you thinking? Oh, there you go. There it is. You full regalia right now.
Oh well, look, she don't want to act right. Y'all doing all right?
Love it. We're doing good. How are you doing?
COVID-19, 2020. They're synonymous. They're one. As far as I'm concerned.
We will never forget 2020.
I love it.
You love it? Okay. Yeah. Well, I have mixed emotions
about 2020.
I have mixed feelings about 2020. Definitely. I mean, there are definitely some, some good things, but then it is a lot of struggles.
Yes, challenges. Definitely been challenges. Yes. Blessings and challenges. But Mr. Positivity here, he is like, he don't mind none of it.
Now you gotta roll with you gotta roll with the punches. You know what I mean? You gotta roll with the punches. You gotta take those rainy days because they help their fruit to grow. They help the vegetables to grow. So all of this stuff that we've experienced really helps us for 2021.
Yeah, it's necessary.
It depends on your vision. 2020, right? How you see it? How do you see it? Do you see it as a problem, or do you see it as an opportunity? Okay. Oh, there you go. All
it's both. It's both. It's take this off. It's both. It is a blessing, and it's full of opportunities. I mean, honestly, if you don't come out of this on the other side, having learned a lot, having accomplished some stuff, having acquired some stuff, then you weren't using your time wisely. You weren't using this opportunity wisely at all. So
woo! You spent too much time. Yes. You spent too much time soaking.
That's
you spent too much time.
There you go.
I love it. I love it. We can see you.
You can see us better. Yay. We look.
Hey, how you doing?
She's digging in the pot already.
This is my nosy cousin.
Hey, Charles.
Okay. So my friend girl, if you must know, Chuck, she makes lemonades and teas. So that's what this is.
Nice.
It's strawberry. I tell her what flavors I want. So I mix strawberry, pineapple, and banana together in the lemonade. It's called Sugar Rush. Why you gotta ask me what I'm drinking?
I thought you were gonna say you drinking that Shac tea.
That's what I need. I need that for my life.
Listen, it's so good. It's so good. Actually, we're getting ready to be drinking some coquito ourselves. We're gonna be drinking.
What's the ingredients? How do you make that?
Oh, wait a minute. Now I can't tell you the ingredients. What are we talking about here? This is proprietary. You got
the word.
He's trying to be slick.
Oh yeah, Franz, you definitely have had it before. You had it at the party.
Yeah, when he came to the house. No, Franz.
Oh no, you had
last Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Listen. They're never the same. Never the same.
Well, you know, we always love to feed folks.
Yeah.
We want them to feel that love, all from the heart, in the belly, all the places that matter. All the places that matter.
And don't it come through in the food? I mean, it's just something about food and love and comfort. It just all smashed together.
Yeah,
it's wonderful.
Shac, I don't remember if that was vodka in there or was it
it is rum.
It's rum. That's right. It's rum. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
He's still trying to pull out your ingredients, Shac.
Yeah, but he's not. So he can try, but no.
Listen, I've already learned how to work that out.
Well, I mean, you can keep trying.
Shac tea. I use that Shac tea when I need it.
Yeah.
It go with rum. It go with tequila. It go
about 1 quart. About 1 quart, and then I lasted me a month. I'm like, how am I make money on you if it's lasting you a month?
Listen, I stretched that thing.
He stretched it. He added to everything by the sips.
I was only using it for my cocktails. I wasn't drinking it like like Lisa's drinking it as a tea to hydrate. I was drinking it as my evening getaway.
Right.
Mine lasted 3 days. That was it.
See, because you're drinking it the right way, Lisa.
I was drinking.
That's how you drink it. See, only thing is you didn't order more.
I do need to order some more.
You just let it go. You gotta order more. You drink it like that, but order more. Don't drink it like
I got you.
Everybody out there, don't drink it like Franz. Get Shac. Get Shac now. But
get Shac.
Yeah, you gotta get Shac mango basil, baby.
Ooh, that mango basil. No joke. No joke.
So good. It is so good.
Oh my
God. I was watching Holiday Bake Off. That's one of my shows, man. I wanted to know what's your favorite holiday. Like I've tasted your savory food. I've tasted just about everything, but I don't know if you bake.
We don't. I mean, I have a degree in confectionery, but I don't do a lot of baking. I really leave that to the people who love it. I really like to be creative and flexible, and I don't really want to. I don't like to get in too many instructions. Baking is you have to follow the recipe. You can't do too many. You can't go too far because it is very much an exact science. So I mean, you can play around a little, but you can't go too far off. So I really like the savory side of food. So I leave the baking to those who just really love doing it. But I do have a degree in confectionery.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is I never really thought about it that way as far as like a difference between loving the cooking and the baking.
Oh, it's definitely a difference. It's actually even within baking and confectionery itself, there's those different areas, those subsections that people love. You might have chocolatiers or folks who are into sugar, and or you have the bakers, those who are more into pastries. I actually liked bread. I really enjoyed baking bread, and it was actually learned that I was allergic to flour while I was in my bread baking Yeah, in my
Wow.
bread baking class. Yeah. But I loved it. I used to have to mask up, like we're masked now. I had to mask up, double mask in order to get through class because I was just, I was sick. Because I was wondering why I was sick. I'm like, why am I so sick? And we dealt with, you know, pounds and pounds and pounds of flour. And my doctor was like, it's probably the flour. You're just inhaling it, you know? And so, yeah, I had to start wearing the mask.
Yeah. I never knew anybody that was allergic to flour.
Yeah, I mean, I can, you know, I can eat it and I can work with it a little bit, but when you're making bread at that magnitude, it's a lot. It's like being in a mine almost because it's just so much flour, you know.
Wow.
So yeah, so you can develop an allergy to it. Yeah, you can develop an allergy. So, I mean, I like it, but I leave it. I like to do more composed desserts more than like cakes and things like that. So, like even like tonight, I made a panettone bread pudding, and yeah, and it's you know, y'all know what panettone is?
I don't.
It's like an Italian. You see it a lot at Christmas time, and it starts coming around at like Thanksgiving. But you can only find it during the holiday, and it's a cake, it's a bread. It's kind of in between. It's very moist. It's almost like a fruit cake without
like that rum, Jamaican rum cake.
Yeah, it's not quite. It's Italian. So it's an Italian version, and it isn't like too the fruit itself is soaked in, you know, a liqueur, but not the cake is not the cake. So it
yeah, I was thinking you could show us, but I didn't.
I'll show y'all what it looked like if y'all can see it.
Oh, got you.
So y'all see these boxes. I'm going the wrong way. Y'all see these boxes around. I ain't giving them too much credit, whoever this company is. Panettone, people, you can pay me though if you want me to keep talking about this one. So
right.
Yeah, so that's the panettone.
That part right there.
Yeah. And you can do you can do bread puddings, you can do French toast and all kinds of stuff. So I'm a little lactose intolerant, so I've actually started. I made it with coconut milk. I made it with coconut milk, and I made the sauce. I made like a coconut cream rum sauce to go over it.
Wow!
And I made it with coconut milk. Yeah.
So I gotta find a way to your house so I can taste it.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta. You know, it is so pretty. Like I gotta show you. I keep coming on the camera, but like it's so
oh wow,
pretty.
Yeah.
It is pretty.
Yeah, and I haven't put the sauce on it yet, so let me.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. So and then the sauce is back there, so I have to turn so y'all can kind of see.
Is that your favorite holiday dish? Like what's your favorite holiday kind of dish that you make?
Holiday dish. Oh gosh. I don't necessarily have a favorite holiday dish. I like to play around, you know, and we have things that are traditional. So we have like the dressing and the turkey, you know, and we do all kinds of delicious things to our turkeys. You know, look at that smile.
Yeah. I know.
All kinds of delicious things to the turkeys. So you know, we smoke, we fry, we do all that, infused flavors. And but we have a lot of things that are traditional. But we added a couple years ago, we did this loaded cauliflower, and it actually is now requested more than the mac and cheese.
Like, oh wow!
It's that good. It's so good.
It is good. I had it. Lisa, sorry. Hey, it's good.
Look, he gonna keep rubbing it in. That is good. Right?
That mac and cheese was no joke either, though. That was nothing to play with.
Yeah, I might have to try. I don't like cauliflower.
Oh, you'll love this. Like you don't even feel like it's cauliflower. You don't
You
really
know what
feel.
was interesting too, because my mother did the same, was and Chef K did it, was the fish.
Oh yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
know, most people don't think that fish is a part of the holiday. Think of
Oh yes,
turkey,
it is.
ham, but that fish
Yes.
was there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We add, especially when we have like company that is pescatarian. We do
Mhm.
add, add the fish in, and then I got a little island in me, a little Bahamian. So,
Just
we always add the pigeon peas and rice, and and of course it's gonna be some fish, maybe some shrimp or something like that. So yeah,
So
we do
I
like
know when we first got this whole we in the pandemic, you were
yeah.
doing your pop-ups. Oh my God, the food was so good. Every time you had one, I was like, Chef K, I need. So what
We
what
miss
are you
it
doing now?
too. We
That
miss it
food was
too.
so good.
But the pandemic was definitely hard on us. That we're mainly caterers. That's our major source of income.
Mhm.
So it hit us pretty hard. And we did try, to pivot a little bit and do the Meraki pop up, and we realized that it was more expensive than it was beneficial.
Oh,
So we kind of had to phase that out. And honestly, we were just kind of, you know, working in the background more, like working on the business plan. And I got some opportunities to be a fellow with James Beard. And so I went through that fellowship, and I started writing a book, and we just really started working on some other things.
yay.
And kind of we wanted to really make ourselves pandemic proof. We want to make ourselves pandemic proof. So we had to look at other streams of income. People have always said, "Oh, if you're in the food business, you'll never, go hungry," kind of thing. But that's not true.
And that's the
That is not
pandemic,
true.
right?
Not in the pandemic. It's
The
not true.
pandemic
Well,
definitely.
I don't know about that. I'm gonna say that I was talking to an investor friend of mine, and we were talking
Mhm.
about different stocks. And one of the stocks that kind of made me go wow was Chipotle.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they're doing really, really well for
But you
a
have to
food
think
business.
about the food though. The kind of, it is a really, you can take it to go, you can eat it inside. So it
Correct.
really didn't lose anything
Right.
that it was to go, because a
And
lot of people package it that.
and they kind of were, I don't know how, but they were already thinking ahead in terms of ordering your food ahead of time. So they were
Mm-hmm.
already prepared for the
Yeah.
pandemic.
Yeah. Yeah.
But businesses like yours definitely are taking a hit because you're not seeing that same clientele. You're not doing your events.
Right.
Um,
Right.
you know,
Right. We
so
thrive on large events, catered events. We've had some folks call for packaged food, and things like that, but it
right.
really again hasn't been that return to what and that takes more time, and we do still end up losing a little because we can't go so far off from what people are willing to pay,
Mhm.
and but we need it's more labor to have to package, and
Right.
everything, and it takes more time. So we definitely have to be creative in trying to make that work for us on the on the financial side. So but yeah, we're open. I just say, like, we're open for business now. We're
That
open for business.
I love that because I did your last pop up with Chef K. I was able to see her and give her
Yeah,
some loving.
that's right.
But that was so good. I was able to pick up my meal. Everybody was masked up.
Hmm.
Everybody was following the rules in terms of waiting your turn to come in and get your food and move on out. Um,
Yeah.
I love the word that you stated earlier, pivot.
Hmm.
We all have to figure out how do we pivot from this and learn from this to make ourselves better for 2021.
Sure.
Absolutely. And see those opportunities where we can, again, like I said, we can build on, if it is adding another product or changing up our products. I've had friends in the business who are making meal kits. They have these fine dining restaurants and folks want that food. But of course they don't all have the incomes, to pay for it, or they just aren't able to sit in the restaurant and enjoy it. And so they've kind of lowered some of their prices, created these meal kits for you to pick up and take home. So people are getting creative, but I tell you, it is devastating, the food industry, the restaurant industry, and not so much in Florida, because our governor is a true Trump boy. But you have to kind of be like, okay, well, he's leaving us open, fully open, so let's try and use it to our benefit. So but yeah, most people are still very much trying to stay safe. They don't want to have large parties at home. They don't want to have, they're not doing, actually some folks have been doing virtual office parties and things like that. You kind of pick up your food and go to your, car or your home or whatever. And you kind of get on Zoom just like this, and you have a nice, cute little party or whatever. So it's, the people are getting creative in how they can connect, because we really, really, really need connection, especially people of color. We need connection.
We do.
We thrive off of it. We thrive off of those hugs, as Lisa would say. Yeah. The mama hugs, right? Mama
hugs. Yeah, we actually had a pre-conversation, and we were talking about those hugs. Like, it is something that I realized that we have to be careful, and we gotta wear our mask, and we gotta practice social distancing. But it's something when a young person comes up and they're like, "What's up, JT? Why you looking like that? You was late to the game." You was sitting in the weight room like me. Didn't know you just need to click, right, and come on in.
JT,
how you doing, JT?
Listen, I was doing everything I could. I was like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna make the show again this week, because we in peak season. But I was like, all right, whenever I can get to it, I'm gonna get to it. I'm here. Hi.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Yeah. You got some mangoes with you?
Too bad. I was about to tell you that, JT. We done ate all the mangoes and the drink. We had a good time. You missed all of the food, bro.
Virtually. Look,
I'm sorry.
It's a virtual pig out over here.
Right.
We're getting it in.
Oh my goodness.
I'm grab my coquito. Anyway.
I miss y'all, man.
Well, I miss y'all too. I know we talked earlier. Oh,
hey, listen. That right there. Listen. That right there is the truth.
Yeah.
It's the truth. Like,
we got an alcoholic moment.
It's more than that. It's more than that. Let me tell you, man.
He knows.
We're talking about the hugs and kisses. It's the when you have that culture and that history behind it, right? And that love behind it that just keeps coming and coming. Man, that drink right there, you can taste the culture, the history.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm done.
Yeah. I'm all about, especially when it comes to, Caribbean and and indigenous people and people from the diaspora. Puerto Rican people are definitely a part of that. And they make some of the best coquito. I'm just gonna tell you, they make some of the best coquito. What's that yawning about? I mean,
Hey, listen, you gotta understand. You don't know what I do.
You can't yawn.
Listen, you might need to send him a shot of that cojito.
Listen, if I give him a shot of this, he gonna be asleep.
Go ahead and send it.
He can't even make it. He's gonna be like, well, go take that nap now.
Y'all do know, like, that's what the old people used to do back in the day. Just drop a little bit of that right there in that baby bottle. I guarantee you they'll sleep.
You know it. When you see these young people needing hugs, man, it's hard for me to say no. You know, it's hard. They're like, Chef Shaq, can I get a hug? You know, and I try to hug them in other ways, hug them through the food, give you that love. But yeah, it's nothing like touch. I mean, at the end of the day, and Tom knows very well, it's nothing like touch when it comes to healing, you know.
It's the power. It's the power that we have. The power of touch is sometimes forgotten, but it's an underlying thing that we don't really talk about a lot, right? So we kind of herd with each other. We kind of get close to each other because we want that energy. We feed off of that energy. So, you know, it could be over a drink. It could be over some desserts, but we got to be close to each other. And
absolutely.
So,
and I don't know if it's so much that we forget. I think is that we take it for granted.
That's correct.
And so then when we get in this space right here, it's like, what happened? You know. So I
know how much I needed it.
Yeah, we just take it for granted. And we, you know, I know I'm gonna see you. I know I'm gonna hug you. And now we're like, you see each other, and it's like, but we're not supposed to. We're supposed to
hug.
Yeah.
Listen,
you know,
I respect.
Just the Wakanda
they
I mean, what is it? You know, we can't.
That's it. But if you come for a hug, I'll give you a hug. As long as you masked up. As long as we both masked up.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
That part.
Want to touch somebody?
You know, one of the shows I've been watching a lot of is Guy Fieri. And he does something that I said, man, that's cool. Because he's one of those lovers and huggers too, right? So he got to be close to you. Where he meets up with his different people on Zoom, like everybody else.
Yeah.
He gives them the recipes. Like, so you would send the recipe to him and then he would cook it in his own kitchen.
Yeah.
If there was a recipe that you would give to us, what would that be? That you think that we all can kind of do? You know what I want already, but I'm not gonna say it.
It ain't a recipe to me that I can't do.
What's the recipe
right now?
What recipe you want?
That drink recipe.
Oh no. You have to buy this. This is a purchase. If you would like Chef Shac's Coquito, you got it.
Hey, tell me what.
Hit us up on www. That's Chef Shac.
It is. I'm going on there right now. What would that recipe be? Like, you could say, well, France, I know you can handle that. Or, you know.
Oh, wow. What would that recipe be? I mean, I think you can handle a lot of things. You know, for me, I'm not so much of a recipe-focused chef. I'm more intuitive. You know, I really have to dig in. And a lot of times when I'm creating, I've tasted it already. Then I just kind of go back and create it. You know, it's like, dang, that's gonna be good. If I put this together, then almost like this panettone bread pudding. It's like I'm gonna do it with coconut milk and rum, and I'm gonna add these things to it. Very different than what it would traditionally be, but y'all saw it. It looks delicious. I know it tastes just as delicious as it looks. And we came right back in with that sauce as well. So it really is about what you're feeling. You got to pull from, deep down and be inspired by the season. Be inspired by what's you know, what's happening around you. Be inspired by your ancestors, you know, use the inspiration and put it on the plate, you know, that's use that inspiration and put it on the plate. And so, I mean, I don't know. I like teaching folks how to make pigeon peas and rice. That is kind of because for me, it's nostalgic. You know, we had it every Friday. My grandmother made it more of the Bahamian style with the tomato base, and then she put the crabs in there and shrimp. And we always had the fried. The fried fish, and you know, all those things were what we ate like that. You know, that's how we ate, and so. I always think about it at special times. You know, it's my go-to. Oh, the pigeon peas and rice got to be on the menu. You know, that's got to happen. We have it probably every couple of Sundays. You know, so that is probably what I would probably go to. It's easy. I use the coconut milk version, so it's a little lighter. Still has some richness though, and yeah, I love it. I love that version. And I don't put like all the seafood in it because I'm allergic to some shellfish. So yeah, I just try to make it where we can all enjoy. I don't have as much meat in it because I have so many vegan friends and vegan customers. So
everybody
I make it so everyone can enjoy.
You can give me, I like all the seafood, all the chicken, the cow, all of it. Yes.
All the chicken you want to give me, I eat it. Beef, chicken, whatever.
Yes.
No seafood though. No onions, no bell peppers.
Oh, well, see now.
No bell peppers.
That's how we was friends, but that ain't gonna happen in my house.
Right.
Oh, that's pretty much everything that's gonna be in there, and garlic, and you know, I mean, it's gonna have all.
I have no problem with that. I can pick it out. I know it's gonna taste good.
No. It's
can't
different.
do that.
It's different. You can't come in trying to pick stuff out. You have to enjoy it for its authenticity.
Everybody's palate ain't the same. Everybody's palate is not the same.
I get that. But
you know what?
It's a part of building flavor, layering flavor. You can't take that away because that's a part of the creation of the dish, and it's, you know, and it's finished. Like that's it. That's where the love at. Right. I'm giving you the onions, the peppers, the celery, the garlic, the bay leaf, the, you know, thyme, you know, all those things are in there. The make it. He do Scotch bonnet. I'm Bahamian. I'm not Haitian, so I don't really do the Scotch bonnet personally. But I give you a nice, you know, jalapeno. You know,
spicy.
Give me that Scotch bonnet. I need to smell it.
Oh yeah, that's good. Well, you know, that is definite. Again, that's that.
Let me tell you, I've been to Jamaica, and I had some chicken wings, and it had the Scotch bonnet was in it. Like I could smell it before I even ate it. That thing was so hot. I love every minute of it. Like
I want to taste the food. I want to taste too, but I don't. Yeah, because you grew up like that.
Yeah,
you grew up with that. My grandfather was a Tabasco man, and I never got on the Tabasco train real strong. I you know, certain things have to have it because, again, that's just a part of how I was taught to eat it. But it still was a lot for me. I like flavor, and I want to, you know, I don't mind a little heat, and sometimes those peppers are they're just too much. Now habanero, I love the depth of habanero. Oh, and I have a relative that used to grow like all kinds of, and it's chocolate habanero.
Burn up your instinct.
Habanero.
So it was so deep. That flavor was so deep, and that was like a perfect heat.
Listen. Intestines.
Yeah, you know,
you finna have cook. You finna cook your gizzards. around this mug talking about
that's the Scotch.
habaneros.
That's what the Scotch bonnets do. They just hot.
Okay.
I don't know the flavor. It's hot.
Well, you know, in the Haitian culture,
I hate to be like a pooper, but I'm like, I'm just not really a fan of spicy. So I'm not really a big fan. So I just I tend to stay away from all of it. Every now and then I dip my toe in the pool and like, all right, I'll taste this, but no, I'm not a big spicy person, you know.
Y'all, this so good. I just want y'all to know.
Yeah, I see you keep sipping.
It looks like it's good, Chef Shac. It looks like it's good.
I went to the
about
site.
it is it's a little strong, you know what I mean?
I went to the site and I didn't find it. You heard me?
So, don't mind me if I don't make it the whole. Yes, there you go.
Yes.
I'm on the site. I'm looking for it. You see?
No, it's not on. It's actually not on the site yet. It isn't. It isn't. We're actually going to do a whole launch for the coquito for Christmas. Okay. And so we're going to do a 12 days, kind of a 12 days Chef Shac favorites program. I don't know what you want to call it. We're going to, we're going to roll out some of the things that I like and some of the, and showcase some of the smaller businesses in the city. Some of the things that I'm my go-tos right now for Christmas, the things that are helping me get into the spirit. So one of those things is going to be my own coquito, but we're going to, have, Jams and Jelly by Rosie. We're going to have the hot chocolate bombs by the Edward sisters. I mean, we're going to have some great, little things that you guys can, get for your families as well. And it's just things that we love. So you'll get to see it, and we're going to give y'all the opportunity to get this Panettone red pudding recipe. I heard about some folks talking about some leftovers. What you gonna do with leftovers after the holidays? Panettone is one of those things.
You heard what Ply said.
After 3 days,
I'm a sip on that.
Okay, I'm lost again. What did Ply say? Never mind. I don't know if I want to know.
Yeah, look it up. That's what let's see what Ply said about them leftovers. Yeah. I hardly agree with that.
The new go-to, right? Like, y'all heard what Ply said, right?
Because Ply's borderline correct,
Borderline.
You said it, borderline.
Yeah, man. But really, if it's good, JT, it won't even last 3 days. So, you got a house full of people.
Yeah.
So, you know what, Shac, you said your favorite things. What about because of the all of us are eating out a lot more. That's just me. I should preface that. I'm eating out a lot more. What's your favorite spot? We kind of talked about that Popeye's chicken the last time we met. That was the phenomenon at the time.
That chicken sandwich. That chicken sandwich.
It was hot
the other day. That thing is delicious. I still
have not had one.
Shame.
Man, I was not that impressed. Maybe I heard people say you got to get the spicy chicken sandwich.
Oh, yeah,
but that's the thing. I don't like spicy. So I had the regular one, and I was like, it is what it is. It wasn't, went to.
It was this the one I had. Now, don't get me wrong. They can be men, but I guess they had just got it out the grease.
Yeah.
And they had just the right amount of spicy sauce on there, and I was sitting there. It was hot, and I was like, it was hot, and it was good. You got to get it when it's piping hot, So I was on it. It was delicious. Yeah,
everybody got that. Everybody got that one uncle that want that piece fresh out the grease. Let me get that piece right there. Let me get that piece right there.
You can't eat it. Burn your tongue all up. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. My cousin Davita said, "What? It's so good." Okay, so I guess I gotta go and get the. Y'all say get the
tell them
spicy
you want
one?
it fresh. You want it fresh.
Yeah.
I want it
You gotta
fresh.
get a little extra sauce on it.
What time they open? Let me just go when they open.
Go.
11, I think, don't they?
Yeah, I would go
Yeah,
right.
well, you know
after
the line ain't that long these days.
Yeah.
So
the people have gotten over the phenomenon. It's just, you know, it's there.
As a matter of fact,
we can get it.
As a matter of fact, if you didn't have a chicken sandwich, you ain't gonna catch COVID. So, you know that's probably why.
I'm about to turn your mic off.
I know, please.
All of us that done had a Popeye chicken sandwich ain't never had COVID.
Hey, listen, don't say that.
And that might be true because I have not had COVID. Thank you very much.
I haven't had the chicken sandwich or COVID.
Or COVID.
I don't know if that theory is true.
I attribute that to not no Popeye sandwich. Okay, I attribute that to my D3, my multivitamins, rest, vitamin C, all doing the right stuff. Washing my hands, washing my hiney, washing, and sanitizing. You know what I mean? All of those things are important. They are important.
I ain't never used that much Lysol in my life. Okay. I was spraying Lysol on my food before I eat it.
Oh, stop. I'm done. Don't act like you're president. You better say
it. Days numbered.
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm trying to tell you right now. I invented it. I was trying to tell everybody, if you do it, it would work. And that's why I love JT, because JT did it and I did it and nobody believed it. And I'm trying to tell you right now, I invented it. I told everybody.
And he can have it. Him and JT.
Exactly. They can have it. They can have all of it. Okay.
All of it. And even if you use Lysol in your food, you might grow a few more inches. You might get taller. You might be able to steer the steering wheel.
Your president will say these absurd things. And people believe it. They believe it. It's like gospel.
So them people.
Them.
Oh my goodness.
Them.
Right. So crazy. I have a cousin that works with the CDC, and she was like, when the president released that, and he was just, I guess, kidding with the drinking the Lysol or drinking bleach, and they said they literally had to shift from focusing on COVID to focusing on people poisoning themselves.
That's correct.
Because the president said that.
Right.
These people gonna listen.
Everybody ain't got their own mind, and
they don't.
He's in a position where he has to be responsible, and that's just reckless. So
it was very reckless.
I was like, who would listen to this guy, man?
A whole country, 50%.
A whole country of folks. Yeah. So Chef Shac, when we talked earlier today, you talked about since we in the political arena right at this moment, you talked about the Restaurant Act or Restaurant Cares Act or something like that.
No, it's the Restaurant Act, and we're trying to get it sponsored. We're trying to get our federal senators to sponsor this act, this bill, because it would protect so many of the restaurants that are dying, that are closing. It's a serious thing. We can't, laugh, joke, but it's a serious thing. People are losing their livelihoods. They're losing everything. And so many are not strong enough to kind of, and not to say that, I shouldn't say it like that, but it has hit them so hard that they don't even want to live. You understand? If they want to go, they just don't even want to try to see the other side of it. And it's that, because when you work so hard for something, you put your blood, sweat, and tears in it, and it's closing because you can't get because of no indoor seating, or only, you can only have to-go orders. Again, in Florida, we don't necessarily have, people are choosing to do some of those things, the companies themselves, but in the rest of the country, their government is saying, no, you got to close. You got to, only outdoor seating, only at 25%, and they cannot survive. And they cannot survive. So, really, trying to get some support. Here in Florida, I mean, the restaurant industry, especially independent restaurants, are about $6 billion of the industry. Like, they are holding it down. Yeah. It's not the chains. It is those independent mom and pops that are putting folks to work, that are, really getting in there and supporting communities, supporting their neighbors. And they're the ones we're the ones who need the help. We're the ones who need the help. So this bill is so important. We got to get out, call I actually got educated a little bit, because I thought I was going to be talking to Lorraine Osley, which, she could probably help us, but it's not her. It's the Marco Rubios and our former governor, Rick Scott, who are the ones who are not fully supporting this act.
Well, again, these are the same people that are supporting the whatever Trump is pushing, right?
Yeah.
Trump So we keep talking about how important the vote is, and how it affects us in so many ways. But I think a lot of people are seeing how it affects us in some of the smaller ways that we wouldn't even think of, right? Like just a restaurant opening or closing. That's just another check that somebody's getting or not getting, and they don't see it that way, which is crazy. But that's why we have to vote, so that we put the right people in place to speak up for us, right? When situations like this come up, we have the right people to say, no, we got to keep our people safe. We got to keep them employed. We got to do what we can to shelter them. Just like we shelter all of these multi-million-dollar companies.
Oh yeah.
Billion-dollar companies.
That's what I was about to say. I'm like, okay, if you were already rich, which I'm not saying like us, because we actually have hearts and we actually care about people, but like, you got to look at it. They're already rich, so they do not care what happens to the little man, to the mom and pop stores, to the mom and pop restaurants that are out here. They don't care anything about that.
This situation has brought light to not just the mom and pops, but even some of the major chains. Right?
Yeah,
they are also being affected by. Unless you had things that are in place, like we talked about with Chipotle, you still have to deal with a lot. I mean, we are never going to be the same. I think a lot of these places are going to keep all of their protective gears up in terms of protecting their staff and their members, but we still have people who are in power who don't understand that it's their job to protect us too, right?
Right.
So, to all the Marco Rubio supporters, please don't vote next year.
But it's even, it's deeper than that. We have to go deeper than just our, that governor vote, that senator vote. We need to be voting for our county commission, our city commission. We need to be voting for the judges. We need, it needs to be from your local level all the way up to our federal level, to a federal level. And we got to make sure that we're talking to them, like getting their attention. Hey, writing those letters, sending those emails about these issues. If they don't hear from us and they don't know, at the end of the day, they still represented us, whether we voted for them or not.
Right.
They're still representing us. So that's our demand. That's our
continued. We talk about this too. That's our continued work. So that's not just, I went to the poll, I voted, but that is the continuum of our responsibility, is to check in and hold these people accountable. So maybe I didn't vote for you, but I'm gonna hold you accountable to how you are speaking up for me.
That's
and these are the things that concern me. And so, we got to continue to not just vote, but like you're saying, call your your elected officials, write letters, send emails, let them know we're not happy.
Yeah.
It's a cycle. We all are familiar with food from the garden to the table, right?
Yeah,
We gotta plant that seed and we gotta watch it grow, and then we gotta bring it to the table, cook it, but then you gotta do that thing again, because if we don't, we won't eat anymore, right?
Right.
You gotta plant it,
I
grow
actually
it.
was gonna mention that, Davita. So my cousin Davita lives in Georgia. So yes, there is yeah, let's get out. We in Florida, but we got folks in Georgia. Call them up.
That's right. We encourage the folks in Georgia. Let's get it.
Get the
Let's
vote.
get it.
Do what y'all got to do.
2 things that gotta happen. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Get
them Senate seats.
You know, one of my favorite commercials from Georgia was just that. It was a local farmer, and he is a Republican. He's a Republican. He's a diehard Republican. But then he realized that the people he were voting for were not looking out for him. They were taking away the hospitals that he needed. They were taking away the funding that he needed to take care of his farm and his family. So, you know, sometimes we think about, again, the big picture, but we miss out on how those little things will affect us all the way down the road.
All the way down there. And the thing is, too, is that, you know, it's funny. I was a part of this storytelling workshop last week, and they were talking about, you know, write about, you know, COVID, write about 2020, whatever you want to, you know, write about. And I had seen this video of this woman, and she was very upset about something that her mayor was doing in her city. And it was with her restaurant. And so she's an outdoor, you know, she's at now outdoor seating, and her governor had allowed a moving company to come in and put up like all these tents right across from her restaurant, and where people could dine, like they could eat there, whatever. And she's like crying and pleading, like, listen, I'm dying. Like, you'll let this happen. You know, you're allowing this to happen right in front of my restaurant. You know, not 25 feet away from my restaurant. You know, there's all these, you know, tents full of seating and no social distancing. You know, and they had been getting on her about social distancing. Anyway, she was pleading about the loss, you know, that she was feeling, and of course, almost about to lose her restaurant. And it made me think about, you know, not that I didn't have compassion, but just like Black people have been in that situation for years before COVID. We've been losing, even you talked about farmers, we've been losing land, we've been losing businesses, we've been losing restaurants, we've been losing, and this only compounded what we had already been experiencing. And so, you know, to see this everyone in the, you know, who was in the thread was, so we're so sorry. And it's like, I was just like, I mean, I'm sorry, but our people have been dealing with this. Black people have been dealing with this.
And still dealing with it.
And still dealing with it. It's at a whole nother level.
Right.
Yeah. So when those folks who are doing fine, you know, when everything was open and you know, going smooth, but we were still struggling. Okay, imagine what we're now going through. Those of us who were struggling when it was everything was open.
When everything
was fine. Everything was good. It's like it never was good for us. You know, we always are struggling. Even those who look like they're at some level of, you know, success or whatever, it's still a struggle to draw that business. You know, people are, well, I thought you were cooking for millionaires. I mean, I got some millionaires, but when they order they one event, that's it. You know what I mean? They're not giving me millions. They give me whatever small amount, and they haggle just like everybody else. They don't want to pay, you know, a certain amount for food. So it's like, you're still struggling. You still try. I'm still trying to educate people from $10 a plate. Like, come on, y'all. Y'all don't pay $10 nowhere but McDonald's. Like, so I'm not McDonald's. I'm a chop dinner. Like, yeah, I'm a whole nother level.
Right.
You gotta pay me. You gotta pay me more. You know, and then you have to decide whether you're gonna take that hit, you know, and not get that event to stand on, you know, your conviction. You know, like, hey, no, I deserve more, and I can't keep dropping my price to get your business.
Yeah.
You know,
prostitutes don't drop their prices because I'm gonna tell you.
I'm done with. You know what? He's tired. Just go ahead and cut his mic off.
Take him out. Take him out. I'm gonna take him out.
They're gonna do you like they did Trump. They're gonna do you like they did Trump. And keep that out.
Okay, they shut his whole phone. They cut him off. Cut him off. Cut him off.
They don't drop their prices. So chef, don't drop yours.
I ain't gonna drop. I can't. How can I survive? And you know, it's crazy that this year, like we said earlier, it has been that mixed year. You know, it's been that mixed year, and actually, for this whole year, I was homeless. The whole year. I was traveling around, staying with friends, staying with my family, because when I was already at a loss. And I lost $45,000 in a month.
Yeah.
Just like that. Like, it was not even, it was in like 2 weeks.
Wow.
It was just like rip. And we were just like, trying to get people to, okay, book your event. Please try and get in. And they were just, and we were feeling it even before the country was. Because the word was out, people were already hearing, especially corporate. They were already hearing about limiting, you know, the gatherings and things like that. They were getting those bits and pieces of information before the rest of the world was, you know. And so they were like, "Oh, we're gonna hold off, you know, for this and just see what's gonna happen."
Right.
And sure enough, March 20 something, it was like.
Yeah,
March that weekend of March 16th.
That's spring break. Yeah,
that was it. Spring break weekend.
Spring break weekend. Yeah,
came back to the whole new world.
Yeah, because I remember I sat down and met with Chef Shac and Chef K about my 50th celebration, and we were like, "Oh yeah, you know what?" And then it was like, boom. Yeah,
we were hoping it was gonna be gone because they kept saying, "Oh, and the heat would drive it out. The heat would kill it." We're like, "Oh, by August you'll be good. We're gonna get in there." And that's it. That was how, you know, we were hoping for, because we know how it goes. Those times of lean and those times of, you know, the West kind of coming, you know, overflow, excess. Yeah. And so it's like that was a real time of famine and lean for us. And so to hit us with that on top of it was like, because March is our recovery month. That's our recovery month. So it's like, okay, we kind of lean January, February, but March come and it's like, yes.
So Shac, let me ask you, because I'm already buying some juices. I already showed you that.
Let's go.
I'm already buying juices. But I saw somebody had just stated that. How can they taste your food? Like, you know, how can we and then there it is, Jamal, there it is. And do you do cooking lessons? Because I thought that was a great word. Again, pivot. You know, we're not going to be the same. So how do you take this situation and pivot from it? Are you teaching online? Are you I know the drinks, I'm about to order that now. But what else could we do?
Well, we focused very much on like building up our products. We're actually working on opening a restaurant by February.
I remember we talked about
crazy, but we're closer and closer. You know, we're closer and closer. So our pivot was that, and I know for a lot of people it don't really make sense. Like, why would you open a restaurant now? But it's like, we ain't closing in Florida. Florida ain't trying to, you know. So it's like we're gonna social distance. We're gonna, you know, protect our customers, protect our workers, but we're going to also try and give them a paycheck, you know, and give ourselves a paycheck.
Yeah.
And also bring our catering in because we have to rent space and things like that. So for us, it made sense to go into a space, use it for a restaurant, you know, day to day. And then of course, when we're closed, catering. So so that's kind of part of our plan. We've, you know, again, we took time to create a new seasoning blend, and we're, you know, testing now. We do classes. We've done classes and events for that's been our whole, you know, our business the whole time. We do demos, and we have done some online. We haven't done it officially, like a, you know, as a paid subscription. But we're moving into that again. We're building on, you know, those things so that we can make ourselves pandemic proof.
I love it.
Chef Shac, what might be like the least amount that a person might pay for something?
Oh Lord. So don't be locking me. Don't try to lock me into no prices.
There's a method to my madness.
It depends on what you order. It really depends on what you order. We are custom menu creators. We're not a cookie cutter. So when you come to us, we want to hear about your event. We want to know the kind of, you know, we talk, like Lisa knows, we talk there. We want to know what you want, what kind of experience do you want your people to have? Yeah. You know, your guests to have. How many guests you gonna have? They got food allergies, anything.
Oh, okay. Because I'm just saying, you know, a plate of something like $40. If these Negroes can pay all these females $40,
you know what? Give me your prostitute money. You don't need that.
If they can pay $40, they can pay you $40 for a plate.
You are absolutely right. Yeah. I mean, again, it depends.
I like the word. I love the word to be pandemic proof. Yeah. To really pivot from the situation, you know, and that to me speaks volumes in terms of what we need to be looking for moving into 2021. How are we going to pivot, right? As you stated, we were already behind. We were already behind. We were already
in a lot of ways
for so much, you know. Yeah. So now here's an opportunity to say, okay, here's how we can grow. Here's how we can get better. So, you know, I can't wait to read your cookbook. I can't wait.
It's not a cookbook. It's not a cookbook. It is actually a book on our. So I kind of got a lot of folks saying they didn't know my story. They just didn't know my story. And I said, okay, well, let me share my story, why I do what I do and why I cook the way that I do. So early in the pandemic, we decided to write a book about Chef Shac's food philosophy. And there'll be some, you know, recipes in there, but like I said, I'm more of an intuitive cook. So it has been my challenge to myself to teach people how to cook intuitively. Because that's another in you know, y'all, I'm very much pro black and brown people. Yeah. So power to the people. When I see power to the people. So when I see white chefs talking like this, saying, "Oh, I'm going to teach you how to cook intuitively," I'm like, "Whoa." Right. That ain't yours. That ain't yours. So so I'm very much, you know, reclaiming. This is a time to reclaim. And this is a time to you know, represent, you know, and be a representative. You know, it is, you know, we talk about, like, a lot of our leaders are talking about seats at the table. I don't want a seat at the table. I want to build my own table. I don't need your table. I have to have my own table to feed my own people, to empower my own people, to leave a legacy for my own family, to teach others how to leave a legacy for their families. And so it is bigger than that. You know, it's bigger than that. And the moves that we're making right now are because of that. We experience, you know, devastation, and we're not new to it, you know, but it's how you recover. what you learn when you're in those spaces and how you're going to move forward. And I just don't ever want to be there again, you know? So
here's the thing. It's going to come back. It may come back in a different form, but we'll be better prepared for it, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Hopefully, if you learn the lesson.
There you go.
Learn the lesson.
That's it. That's it. Learning the lesson and teaching
on here.
Yeah.
What you say, Fred?
You got me doing my Chess for Life lessons on here.
You got to learn the lesson.
Yeah,
you got to learn the lesson, or you'll repeat the test.
The same. Yep. That's it.
Over and over again. Vicious
over
cycle.
and over again.
Vicious. There's so many of us who are insane. We don't even know it. We don't even realize it. We keep doing the same stuff, expecting a different outcome.
Right.
And it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah. I think too, Chef Shac, that I love how you're sharing your story, but I also love how your resilience is shining through. Like you are so bright. I see you right now, and I know we were messing with the light earlier.
Yeah,
but
it gave me a new aura, you know.
Like you are so
I can see your halo.
That you just keep exactly.
I'm
but you keep pushing. But you keep pushing. You keep pushing. I love it. I love it. You're like, we gonna open a restaurant. Now we just got to talk about how restaurants are dying and they need help. And you like, well, whatever.
It's the best time to do it because again, you got to think about the fact that it's like folks, George, and I'm just going to use, George Floyd was like a wake up call.
It was
that we knew it. We've known it, right? We've known it. But the rest of the world, what can we give you? What can we do? How can we, and it's a lot of people are looking at their programs and seeing the deficiency and the support of people of color, of Black people specifically. And so they're throwing money, they're throwing opportunity at it. So that, and it's like, look, get out here and get it. Get out here and get it. If you're not getting out here and getting it, then that's on you. You just wasting time because it's out here now. These people are trying to make up or at least cover up all of the sin from their fathers and their forefathers and all. And it's like, no, it's a bitter cycle.
You better stop speaking the truth.
Yeah. But we gotta, we have to take these opportunities to use these as steps up. And if I can get that money, I'm gonna get it.
But not if, when.
That's right. When I get that money, getting that money,
you already getting something from me tonight, as I stated. So I just need JT to deliver it on time. I'm looking at the delivery statement right now. Like, how long is this tea gonna take?
Hey, player.
That's your
player. Yeah. Hey, I don't do your area, so it ain't gonna be. It ain't gonna be me.
Listen. JT, give him his tea. Look, I'm gonna have to bring you your tea. I
love it. You know what? I'm gonna call you after offline because I need that tea and I need that drink right there.
Oh yeah, the coquito. Look, I ain't even got an official bottle or label for it. It's gonna be real bootleg.
I don't need it.
Bootleg it.
That's how I have it. I'm island. That's how we do it.
You know it.
That mango basil drink. Yeah, that is that on there?
It's on there.
Oh, absolutely. That's online. That's been online.
Online. I already got mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's been online.
Anytime. That mango basil tea is our top seller. We can't even let that go. Like it can't even go to the side. Some of the others are seasonal, but the mango basil is always on the website.
And not to jump off of you, Chef Shac, but Lisa, what that you drinking? What's that you drinking?
Someone else just said the same thing. That's her sugar rush.
Sugar
Boy,
rush.
yeah. That sugar rush been giving me a little rush every night. I'm telling you, boy.
I love it.
Shout out to Sugar Rush.
I don't know what she do to it, but it take like your tea, Chef Shac. It take me a few days to drink it. I can't drink it all at one time.
Yeah.
You got to dilute that thing a little bit now.
Take your time.
I ain't gonna lie.
Go slow.
Right, that part. Well, look, guys, the hour has been well spent. Oh my God. Like we just on here and this is what we do. I love it.
She been staring out of the camera. Come on over. She's been staring out the camera.
How y'all doing?
This is the
What did you say, Franz? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said we need you in the conversation. You always.
Yeah, I'm in the background.
She was over there laughing.
I was just over there laughing. Y'all are hilarious.
She was over there cracking up at JT. But it was, you know what, we need these laughs. You know, look, I was talking to Lisa earlier, and I was like, "Yeah, I want to talk about this, but it's like sometimes you just need to be around people who love to laugh and you know, and just feel the joy, you know, the joy of the Lord. Honestly, it's just, you know, it's our strength. Yeah, honestly,
that's right. That's right. That is right.
And that's what I was telling. I was like, Chef Shac, just like we in the kitchen, we have just that good time. We just not together.
Yeah, you know how we do. You know how we do. Well, I wish I could let y'all taste this Pantone.
I'm gonna put my GPS tracker. I'm gonna put my GPS tracker on and see if I can come find it. And I don't even eat red pudding.
Hey, listen.
We just got a new place. We just got a new. Thank you, Jesus.
Listen, who you supposed to be, Batman?
So
yeah. Yes.
Congratulations.
It's like that.
On the
anything that Chef Shac cook, I'm there.
Okay. Okay. Look, and I appreciate y'all. You know, it's yes, I definitely can depend on y'all to come through and support. Y'all supported when we did the Meraki pop-up.
Yes.
You know, Franz came there a couple times, sat in there with us, and Lisa came a couple times and sat in there with us.
My goodness.
You know, and we just feel blessed.
Yes. I was texting Chef K. I was like, look, I need this.
Yep. Shrimp skewers.
Oh, that's what we did. We did the drive when we did the drive-through. Yeah, when we did the pop-through. That's what we called it. Oh yeah.
The last time I came in, was it that drive-through? K? It was a drive-through because I
just came in.
Hey,
listen, you just came in.
I should have ordered two.
Right. That part.
Our meals are like those now later.
Oh man, I should have bought another one.
Yeah,
right. You need one for now and need one for later.
You know that. You know that, Franz. You know that.
So you got to, because you had to order two orders of the egg rolls, because I was eating them in the car.
Hey man, listen.
Which egg roll? Which egg roll?
The soul roll.
Because we had the soul roll, we had the peach cobbler egg roll.
Yeah.
Yes.
You had what kind of egg roll?
A peach cobbler cheesecake egg roll. Oh,
so where's JT?
A cheesecake egg roll.
I know, like where is he?
Oh, he's here.
He is. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just ain't come through. JT ain't. That's why I ain't say nothing. Y'all put him on the spot.
I'm glad you ain't say nothing, but you know.
I was trying, but she put you on the
it's
spot,
all good.
Listen, JT, they gonna have
he worked for the post office.
Oh, okay.
They're working on something for folks like JT right now.
FedEx.
FedEx is, I think it's FedEx and some of these other companies. They're doing the drone drops.
Oh yeah,
they come in. Boy, I'm putting my order for Shac.
Well, you know what? We're actually looking at how we can create some of those things and put them in the store. You know, so people can pick them up.
Yeah,
and they can eat. You know, you got to cook it yourself, but it's put together. You can just drop it in the grease and fry up your own soul roll. Fry up your own. Greek cakes or whatever.
That's
So
what's in the soul roll?
The soul roll is collard greens, black eyed peas, and rice.
All right. I can dig that. I thought you were finna say some chitlin egg rolls or something like that.
Oh, and we do the bayou rolls. It's got the shrimp in there. We do the chicken. Yeah, we have a couple ways we do it, but that's the most popular, one. And
yeah, try these. Right, talking about try these hog maw egg rolls. We can go ahead and do it.
No, we would not do that to people.
There might be some people that like that though.
The restaurant.
Y'all
gonna have some
chicken liver egg
wontons and some oxtail ravioli, some really interesting takes on Southern fusion.
Yeah, we're gonna have soulful. So look for
like,
soulful.
are you licking your lips? Are you hungry? You hungry now, JT?
Now, it's too late for and I'm back. And let me let y'all know I'm doing everything, and I'm back in the gym too. So it's too late for my mouth to be watering like that. Y'all just saying all the right stuff.
Some celery sticks and some broccoli and.
All right.
Ain't nobody want that. Ain't nobody want that.
Unless y'all done made some fancy dip for it to go in. Now we can handle it.
We got that Asian barbecue sauce for them soul rolls. We gotta do the Asian barbecue sauce. We got the
let's see.
What else? We had the so from Meraki, we're gonna do the Jamaican jerk chicken dip.
Yeah.
Did you have that? Did any of y'all have that?
Listen, I haven't had that you've made. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what have you guys made that I haven't had?
It's probably a lot that you haven't had, but I know you've eaten a lot, but we still got a lot that you probably had.
That's all I was gonna ask if you're gonna do a teaser, because you're kind of teasing us right now. But are you gonna do a teaser online? Like, hey, this is what's coming up, and when is the restaurant gonna officially open?
So we're looking at officially opening the weekend of Valentine's Day. So that'll be our actual grand opening. And we'll do some soft openings before that. So we'll have like sometimes our friends can come in through, our investors come through. And so, y'all on the friends list. Family. Y'all on the friends list.
Listen,
I will be there.
Friends and investor list. But I also want to know, man, are you gonna do the since you said Valentine's Day, it made me think of the sensory experience.
So we're doing it in the play. Yeah,
in lieu of doing that, we're just gonna open the restaurant and have people come in, and it'll be a grand opening, so we'll have the same elements of the sensory experience during that week.
I'll be there.
Yeah,
sure will.
We gotta have the love. We gotta have that love, soul, and creativity. We gotta have it. We gotta have it.
I love it.
Might act a fool a little bit, but I'll be there.
I cannot wait.
Yay! And like I said, we have been busy. I actually wrote a show. I actually wrote a show for a major network. I wrote a 10 episode show, and so we're looking.
You do know that I act right.
Look, you've already been giving us your audition.
He don't act right, but he does.
Right.
But I act right.
Get some act right.
Exactly.
That is so cool.
Don't listen, friends. Don't come for the skills now. Now this right here all fun and games, but don't come for the skills now.
I believe you. Listen, you already done auditioned. You done been auditioning the whole night.
That is very cool.
Love
So Chef K,
yes,
you guys have to come back when you get ready to open, so we can talk about it. We can help pub it and all of that.
Nice. Awesome, we will.
We will.
We will.
Listen, we need y'all to come on. Go.
See what I'm talking about?
That Panettone bread pudding. Listen, that's a way to use your leftovers, and get it with this Panettone, y'all, because listen, it goes away. It goes away in like a couple of weeks. It goes away. So get on it. And if you want the recipe to the bread pudding. Oh yeah, you had seen it, JT. That's right, JT. You went here. You were late to the point.
Oh, he missed it. He missed all of the goodness. Oh yes. Yeah.
Yeah, we got that nice coconut cream rum sauce to go on top. Oh, it's warm too. I'm about to dig in. I didn't want to, in the South we say, in South Florida we say charm you. I didn't want to charm y'all, so I didn't want to. I'm gonna wait and eat that. I just
eat it after.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat it after. I just go ahead and I shared this with y'all.
You did. I got my order coming.
But y'all, that's what's up. So you can, if y'all go on our website and the chefshac.com, you can give us your email address and you'll get this recipe.
Cool beans.
Love it.
All right. So that's how you get Chef Shac, chefshac.com. I love it. I love you. Oh my God.
Yes. Thank y'all so much.
Listen, thank you guys so much for watching, hanging out with us. If you are watching us on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. If you're watching us on Facebook, hit the like button. Never miss another show. Listen, we will be back next Thursday, every Thursday at 9:00 with JT and France and myself. Thank you, Chef Shac, for hanging out with us. Thank you, Chef K.
Thank you, Chef K.
Good night. It was good hanging out with y'all.
See you guys. Kitchen Talk, conversations that cook.
They cook.
I love it. We'll see you guys. Bye.